Okay, we are recording. It is time for math. The ladybug is not working, unfortunately, so I'm going to tell you the date on the calendar. Listen carefully. This will be trickier. You will have to remember and listen and then think about yesterday and tomorrow. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, 2020. Let's see, how about, so once again, if your name is the one with all the zeros, I don't know who you are, please change it. Or if your name is 121, please change it. Liza, what is today?
Today is Wednesday, April 8th, 2020.
Very nicely done, Isa, even without a calendar to look at. Well done. Andy, what was yesterday? I can help you if you need help.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Hold on, not you.
Okay, I just unmuted you, Andy, so I want to be able to.
There you go. So say, there you go. What
Is it
Tuesday?
Tuesday?
Yes.
April
7th,
2020.
Excellent job, Andy. Well done. Kyler, I need you to take that picture down, please. Okay. And let's see, Evan, what will tomorrow be? Does that help?
2020.
Good, don't forget the name of the month.
April.
Yes.
9th.
Excellent job, Evan. Thank you so much. So, friends, my hope here was to do a magic number 8. So I'm not going to be able to put it on the ladybug, but I want you to work on magic number 8, and I will start calling on some friends to give their ideas. 8 has a doubles fact and also a quadruples fact. Take a couple minutes to work on that on your whiteboard, please.
Miss Draper, you're silent.
I know I meant to be silent because I was asking my husband to take my kitty away because she's getting into all my things. Jeff, please. All right, magic number 8. Oh, I see so many hands up. Kaylee, what's one way to make 8?
The way to make 8 is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2.
Kaylee found the quadruples fact. Well done, Kaylee. Nice job. Aaliyah, what's another way to make 8?
Four plus 4.
Yep, you got the doubles fact. Well done. 4 plus 4 equals 8. All right, now I'm just looking for some other ways that you know how to make 8. Zainab.
11 minus 3.
11 minus 3. That'll do it. Nice job. Samanvi, did I see your hand up? Yes, Samanvi. I don't hear you, Samanvi. I can see your mute is off, but I don't hear you. So maybe type it in the chat box and I'll look at that in a moment. Alishba, what's another way to make 8?
2 plus 4 plus 2 equals 8.
2 plus 4 plus 2 equals 8. That's true. 2 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. Nicely done. I'm not sure whose name is 121. I'm wondering if that might be Joanna.
That is me, Miss Draper.
Okay, Joanna, how else can we make 8?
Bam, what?
Another way to make 8? Can I just see if there's any of them that I want to see if I'm going to say? 12, 1, 2, 1. A way
Yeah.
to make 8 is 10. You spelled something to that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Take away 2.
Mm-hmm.
Goes to 1.
Well done, Joanna. 10 minus 2 is another way to make 8. I'm going to take one more person. How about Lincoln? So Lincoln, you need to unmute yourself, please.
1,000,000 minus 9,992.
So that doesn't quite work.
Oh.
So that's a big place value problem. I'm wondering if you could think of another one, Lincoln, that instead of starting with 1,000,000, could you start with 100?
100 minus 92.
Yep, 100 minus 92 equals 8. And it worked out nicely because it's right, I wrote it right underneath the one that was 10 minus 2. So you can see those patterns. So many patterns in math.
And 1 plus 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 1.
Oh, okay, thank you, Lincoln. I'm looking at the chat box, so I see Zainab has 20 minus 12 equals 8. Excellent. Samanvi, 8 times 1. Zainab, 200 minus 192 equals 8. Yep, true story. Let's see. Kaden has 1,000,000 minus 999,992 equals 8. Good job. And then Zainab, 700 minus 692. I can tell Zainab is seeing some patterns. Very nice job, everybody. Okay, we are going to, you probably guessed it.
Wait, Miss Draper, I want to tell one last
No,
sentence.
Rithvik, I'm going to mute you because I can't take everyone's hand. We won't have time to get through math. Please type it in the chat box so I can look at it. We are going to start our discussion today about 3D shapes. You guys are becoming experts at 2D shapes, so we're moving on to 3D. All right. In the video you watched, they talked about 5 different shapes. 4 of those shapes are exactly the same shapes that we are going to be studying. One of them's a little different, and I'll get to that one. The first one is a sphere. Now, some kids say spear, kind of like Kyler's last name, Spears, but it's not spear, it's sphere. So it's a and then a sound. Sphere. A sphere is a ball. It's round. There's no sides. There's no faces, what we would call a face. I'll show you what a face is on one of the other 3D shapes, a sphere. The second one is a cylinder. A cylinder is similar to a sphere because they both roll, okay? But what's different is that a cylinder has 2 faces, 2 round faces. So it has a circle on one end, that's called a face, and then a circle on the other end, also a face. I can stand up a cylinder to keep it still. I can lay it on its side and roll it. This is a cylinder. Next, a cube. A cube has 6 sides and they're all squares. If you remember yesterday when we talked about squares, The thing that's special about a square is that all 4 sides are the exact same length. Also, squares have square corners. So a cube has 6 faces, and each face is made up of a square. Okay, cube. Next, we have a cone. A cone is kind of fun because a cone has a point on one side and a face on the other side, a round face, okay? That's a cone. It can only stand this way. Can't stand it that way, it'll fall. Now, in our video that you watched at the beginning with that fun song, they talked about a pyramid, and a pyramid is a 3D shape. The extra 3D shape we are talking about and studying in math is this, and it's called a rectangular prism. It's similar to a cube. They're both 3D shapes. They both have sides that are squares, but a rectangular prism has 2 square faces, okay? A cube has 6 square faces, and a rectangular prism has 4 faces that are rectangles. So when I think about places where I see rectangular prisms in the world, I think about tall buildings, I think about a Kleenex box, a box of cereal, okay? Those are rectangular prisms. Those are the 5 shapes we are going to be studying in math this week. And I'm not sure if anybody had a chance to look ahead in their math book at lesson 3, that you will see some more information. I'm gonna attempt, Shane, I'm gonna try to do a screen share again. We'll see if it works. This is the last time I'm gonna try it for math today, but let's see if I can make it work. So if Shane could unmute, everybody else, please stay muted. Shane, are you getting a message that I am trying to screen share with you?
Miss Draper?
I'm talking to Shane Rithvik. Hold on.
I can't see it yet.
Okay, so does it say that I'm sharing? I'm working on it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's give it just a minute here. It'd be so nice if this would work, wouldn't it? I can see it on my end really well, so on my computer, so I don't know why you guys aren't seeing it. Still no, Shane?
Yeah, still no.
Okay, I give. You win, Zoom. Okay, so if you, later on when you get your math book out, and if you look at lesson 3, and it's page 133, you will see this is a homework helper sheet. And this shows you, excuse me, all of those shapes that we just talked about. Cube, rectangular prism, cylinder, sphere, and cone. And there's some information you can read through, either on your own or with a parent's help if you need, just to give you a visual picture and also some words to describe those shapes. Then, now some of you kind of got ahead when you did your shape hunt in your house last weekend, but today's homework is for you to do a 3D shape hunt in your house. So you will be looking for at least, if you can, at least 4 objects for each shape. That might be tricky for some of them. So if you don't find 4, it's okay. But you're going to look for a cube, a rectangular prism, a cylinder, sphere, and cone in your house. Can somebody tell me with a raised hand what might be an example of a cube in your house? A cube. Kaylin, I have to hide you because we're recording. What would be a cube? Zainab, what would be an example of a cube?
A cube.
Yes.
A dice.
A dice. If you have dice in your house, that a dice is shaped like a cube. Thank you, Zainab. How about A rectangular prism. I gave an example a few minutes ago if you were listening, but maybe you have a different example. Samanvi. Samanvi, your sound isn't
Ashley's
working.
water bottle. Hey, Ashley's water.
Samanvi, can you type it into the chat box, your idea? I can see that Kyler is talking about a timer and a box. Thank you, Kyler, for putting your ideas in the chat box. I appreciate that.
One.
Hold on. We got to raise hands and wait. So Samanvi, if you think of it, go ahead and type it in the chat box. Kaylee, what's your example of a rectangular prism?
A book and a phone.
Perfect, a book and a phone. Excellent job, Kaylee. How about a cylinder? Where do we see cylinders in our house? Rithvik.
You see cylinders where you see cylinders at your house is the kitchen, because sometimes kitchens can have water bottles and other things.
Yes, a water bottle. Okay, I have my water bottle here. It is a cylinder shape. Thank you, Rithvik.
And also there's on my lamp there's actually a light thingy that but at this except the lights, the thing that's holding the lights are actually cylinders.
Very good. I can see Jackson also mentioned a marker. Lincoln mentioned a can. Elishba said an expo marker. Zainab also said water bottle. These are all great ideas, everybody, for cylinders. How about a sphere? Where would you see a sphere in your home?
Ball? Get a ball. Yeah, ball. Yeah.
Raise your hand. Isa, where would you see a sphere?
You can see a sphere when you have a basketball.
A basketball is a perfect sphere. You're absolutely right. Kaylin, how about you?
An example is like a basketball and a Play-Doh case.
And a Play-Doh.
Cases.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Lastly, let's talk about where you might see a cone in your house. A cone. Deacon. Oh, you didn't have your hand up. Deacon, do you want to give an example of a cone?
No.
Okay. Annie, how about you?
Party hat.
A party hat is a cone. Yes, it is. Good one. And how about Kaylee?
A chocolate is a cone.
What's a cone?
A chocolate kiss.
A chocolate kiss, yes. A Hershey Kiss is shaped like a cone. I also see ice cream cone from Lincoln. Thank you. Kyler, I see you have a birthday hat. Lishba party hat. Kyler mentioned a safety cone. Think about the cones that we have at school around the playground. Very, very good. So, guys, today you get to do a scavenger hunt around your house and find those objects. On the back, there is quite a bit of reading on this one. So this is an optional page. If you don't have a grown-up to help you do the reading, then please don't worry about this page. If you can do it on your own, or you do have a grown-up to help you, wonderful. Please then do this page, and I'll kind of read through it since I can't use the ladybug. There's lots of words. It's called a word bank. And the words are faces, sides, circle, rectangle, square, point, roll, flat, and 6. And then you have some sentences. So you're using those words to fill in the blanks in the sentences based on what you know about the shapes. This page, the homework helper on page 133, will help you. Okay? Now, if you get stuck, if there's any problems, I have my office hours today at 5 o'clock. So I'm going to email that to all your parents. So if you need to sit with me and look at the math together, I can do that with you at 5 o'clock. If you finish and you're looking for more, see if you can do this shape sort. You have shapes at the bottom that you will cut out, and then you're going to sort them into quadrilaterals and not quadrilaterals. Raise your hand if you know what a quadrilateral is. I'm going to put all the hands down first, okay? We're going to kind of start again. What is a quadrilateral? Jackson, oh, hand up, hand down. Jackson, what's a quadrilateral?
A quadrilateral is a four-sided shape.
It's a four-sided shape. You're right. The word quad means 4. So I would count a square. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know this is hard to see. A square is four-sided. It is a quadrilateral. I would put it here. What about, I'm going to count out this pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides is not the same as 4 sides. So I would put the pentagon on the side that says not quadrilateral. Okay? That is what you will be working on for math today. Plus, your math can do or may do menu, Zern, reflex, or your extra sheets, like the sort that I just showed you, okay? I'm gonna stop the recording now. You can show your faces and I will answer any questions.